Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino. You guys can hear me okay, loud and clear. We're looking good. Just get out of the shower, guys. Listen, man. Um, Once in a while, we nail things so hard to the wall it even scares me. And we're going to cover some things here. You're not going to believe. Thank you. You can hear me, everybody. Listen to me. We got so much to talk about. So post market wrap up. Did I even say that? I don't even know. Look, this stock market got hit pretty good. I want to show you a headline here. This is Market Watch. Stocks tumble as weak bond market auctions has investors wondering how the U.S. will manage its debt. It can't manage its debt. All they're going to do is inflate more. This iron dome we're getting here in the United States, hundreds of billions of dollars, spending bills we can never cover. The Fed is being vaulted again to the pinnacle. No. The super pinnacle of power. The more a central bank gets to inflate, the more a central bank is called on to inflate. The banks are all being protected right now. We're going to talk about that in a moment. We lose, they win. Now, investors are getting here. I'm just going to read this to you. So investors, central banks are buying it all. Okay, with regard to debt, especially the Fed. Investors have been warily eyeing rising treasury yields since the start of May. You and I have been watching as well, with some fretting that the latest jump in borrowing costs on the back of this historic symbolic debt downgrade here. U.S. lost its AAA rating for the first time in history. Okay. But it's all okay. Our Treasury Secretary said it's fine. Scott Bessent said, don't worry about it. You know what? He did say that. I'm not calling the man out because he has a fan club. Scott Bessent has a fan club. And how do I know that? Because whenever I talk negatively about our illustrious Treasury Secretary, ex George Soros guy, I get hammered. So yeah, he has a fan club. Anyway, he said it was going to be okay, but now you're seeing that it's not okay because we just got a failed bond auction, and this is going to get worse here. These fears were realized on Wednesday as a disappointing auction for 20-year Treasury bonds sent yields climbing to fresh highs. The 10-year yield spiked today. The dollar got decimated again today. Gold and silver put on gains. Crypto did phenomenal. Bitcoin almost 110,000. I told you it was going there this morning. This is where we're going. But you see, with regard to the stock market, this is what happened. This is where I want you guys to focus a little bit. This is what happened here. You knew about this a week ago. 1 week ago to the day. I almost nailed it to the day. I sent this to you in my newsletter. I showed you this rising wedge. I said, I'm not going to read through this whole thing. These were the dates. I said something would happen. I said from May 15th to the 21st is today, we had a high risk of a breakout or stall at the apex. The 22nd, so I missed it by 1 day. The breakdown likely begins. I predicted it would happen tomorrow. It looks like it started today. I will try to do better next time. All right. A week ago, I put this out. So you know what? Once in a while, we get it right, you and I. All right, let's move forward here. I want to read this to you. This is their own numbers. Okay. Now I have a poll running here. By their own numbers, food prices continue to rise. And I asked if you or your family are feeling the pinch. Right now, 249 people have participated, and 76% say it's already a problem. This is what we're being allowed to know. You might want to sit down for this one. First of all, food prices are rising. Really? Oh, I didn't know that. No one told me. Consumers are beginning to experience. Now, this is where it's a lie. This is where it starts to become a lie. Consumers are beginning to experience tariff-related sticker shock. We haven't even begun to see tariff-related sticker shock. This is going to start on the 1st. So we got about 10 days. What we're seeing here is currency devaluation, not tariff sticker shock yet. So there's lie number one. We haven't even begun to see it. Now, this is where it goes on to say, again, this is what they're letting you know. The average cost of foods is up compared to the last year at the same time. Oh, okay. So when is Doge going to start paying off? When are President Trump's policies going to start bringing prices down? Because he said they would fall on day one. I'm not calling the man out. Greg Mannarino does not suffer from TDS. I am repeating what came out of his mouth. If you can't handle that, that's on you. It's not on me. So year over year, food prices continue to rise. Now, this is where it gets even worse. No, the worst part is the end of this. As a percentage of overall income, the amounts that people are spending on groceries continues to rise. Meanwhile, the purchasing power of the dollar is being dissolved, and we still have calls for lower rates and a weaker dollar. This is nothing but protecting the banks, the Federal Reserve, and you're paying for it. Now, let me cut to the bottom line here. This is the most disturbing part of this news. Are you ready for this one? And this is probably you. Consumers are scaling back on healthy foods, opting for cheaper alternatives. Liam, thank you so much. Love right back to you. People, listen to what I just said. Consumers, because they can't afford the good stuff anymore, they're scaling back on buying the healthy food, and now they're opting for the cheaper alternatives. Now, do you think this is by accident? Because what's going to happen here? Obviously, look, I was in healthcare for 20 freaking years. You all know that, okay? People eat crap, they turn to crap. Their health deteriorates. Who benefits from this? Big pharma and the medical field, obviously, but big pharma, more drugs. Oh, becoming diabetic, Mr. Jones. Here's a pill for you. You can't make this up. We are being destroyed from within. Does that sound familiar? Months ago, I told you, and that's exactly what's going on here. So we're being poisoned because people can't survive, because people, again, this environment of skyrocketing inflation, and it is not tariffs. I am actually coming to President Trump's defense here. This telling you that this is tariff related. It's not. We haven't even begun to see tariff related costs yet. Starting in about 10 days, that's when you're really going to start to finish. You can feel it. But it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Ask our Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, George Soros' protege. Do you trust this man at all? Because you see, Greg Mannarino doesn't trust him. Let's move forward, guys and girls. So how do you like that? 1 week ago to the day, right here, black and white. It's all here. I missed the breakdown by 24 hours. Okay? And today was a breakdown. Why? Well, because no one wants our debt. No one wants our dollar, but we're becoming the crypto capital of the world. We're not adding gold like China and Russia and the BRIC nations collective. We're not piling it. We're adding cryptocurrencies. This is really adding confidence to the United States. You know it is, because again, I'm not calling President Trump out, but he says that's the way to go. Greg Mannarino says gold is the way to go. Sound about right to you? Of course it is. Because let me tell you something. See this bond auction that we just got? If we were returning purchasing power to the currency instead of our president here, and I'm not calling him out, no TDS here, okay? He said he demands that rates get lower. He's demanding a lower dollar, a weaker dollar here. Okay, if that were happening, do you think that the world would be shunning the dollar or U.S. debt? You think we'd be able to sell it? If we were adding gold, tons of it, to our strategic reserves, you think people would be shunning the United States and the U.S. dollar? Do you think they'd want our debt? Duh. Yeah, they would, but that's not what's happening here. We have the chosen one who's been selected to help the Fed finish what it started over a century ago. That's what we have here. Would it have been any better with the cackling one? Absolutely freaking not. But Trump told you he was the chosen one, and I'm telling you, he was the chosen one. Now, let's talk about why he's the chosen one and what's actually going on here. This is, again, in your inbox. People, I'm going to urge you to start paying attention to this stuff here. By the way, I am no longer policing YouTube. I can't keep up with the scammers. So when you see a scammer there pretending to be me, I guarantee you it's not me. So you guys and girls, Start looking out for yourselves. It's an impossible task for me to do. 10 cents a day. I understand people are suffering here. They can't even buy food. 10 cents a day. All I wanted was $3 so we could start our own private platform, a freedom platform. People could not afford 10 cents a day. Okay, $3 a month. Nope. We have to stay on YouTube, be censored here, deal with the scammers and everything freaking us that comes along with it. But okay, 10 cents is a lot for people. I get that. I am not shaming anyone because I got blamed for that too. I am saying that I understand. So far, 76% of you can't even afford food. People here are now opting to have the junk food instead of the healthy food, which is going to help Big Pharma, which is exactly what it's really all about. You are nothing but a means to an end. Do you realize that? Why do you think we're not returning purchasing power to the currency? Why do you think so? Because you are being destroyed. Why are people not rioting in the streets right now outside the White House, outside President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate? Oh, he just got delivery of his $400 million plane from Qatar. And he said a big fat thank you. Thank you. How about we sell that plane, okay, and we use that money to pay off the national debt? Because that's what Doge money was supposed to do. That's what the tariffs were supposed to do. But you see what's happening to the debt? It's hyper-ballooning. Because you were lied to. And are you holding anyone to account for this? Well, if you're here, you are. But 99% of the people out there are doing nothing. They're sucking their thumb. They have a thumb in their mouth and a thumb in their rear end. That's what they're doing right now. You think I'm making this stuff up? We just got to give it some more time. We're out of time. Does this sound right to you? The banks are being protected and transfer the pain to the public. Lions, tell me, have you had enough yet? Yeah, because I have. I actually wrote that here. Let's discuss the obvious. Some things are so obvious, it's like I'm being blasted in the face by Mike Tyson. I think I would know that. The banks are being protected. How do we know that? Every policy, every silence proves this. Interest rates are the weapon of choice in a fiat system. That's what we have. But that weapon is no longer wielded for you and I. It's being used to keep the banking parasite alive. This whole system is parasitic. You think I got that right? Okay, because higher rates, now why won't they raise rates? Why is not one single world leader? We're all suffering from inflation. What did we find out this morning? The UK, inflation unexpectedly jumped higher. No one saw that coming except you and I. We haven't even begun to see the effect of inflation because not a single world leader is calling for higher rates. Not a single world leader is returning purchasing power to their currency. No. They're working with the central bank to devalue it. Do you see what I'm talking about yet? Or does the truth still elude you? Greg has TDS. Greg must have a really, really bad case of TDS, huh? Why won't they raise rates? Because higher rates exposes the rot. Government debt becomes unpayable. Zombie corporations, the United States itself is a zombie corporation, overnight would collapse. The derivative market would implode. Private and central banks would hemorrhage losses. That can't be allowed to happen. So instead, they keep rates artificially low, artificially suppressed, kill the currency, and guess who pays for it? You are. You. Transfer pain to the public. Inflation becomes the silent tax. And this is a lie about food inflation because this is the tariffs. No, they got to deceive you. It's the tariffs. We haven't begun to see that. It's the dollar dying. The world doesn't want the dollar. You don't want the dollar. The world doesn't want our debt. This failed auction today for U.S. debt. If we were returning purchasing power to the currency, it wouldn't have failed. If the United States was holding gold, it would have more gold. If we have any at all anymore, you think that auction would have failed? It failed because President Trump and his son are becoming the crypto dynasty of the world. That's why the United States is failing. He's put himself before everybody else. You don't like that? You think I got TDS? Prove me wrong. Transfer pain to the public. Inflation becomes a silent tax. Currency is devalued by design. Wages stagnate, but prices soar. You think I got that right? Savings are destroyed and home ownership becomes a fantasy. Lions, this is monetary euthanasia. How do you like that one? This is monetary euthanasia for you, for me, for the 75% of people who said that they're feeling the pinch of higher grocery costs here. But not for the banks. Oh, no, no. We the people. The lie is, oh, they're trying to fight inflation. Really? How are they doing that? Can someone here tell me one policy that's in effect right now that President Trump has just created? No, no, no. He did sign an executive order to go from paper straws to plastic. That really helped you out, didn't it? Yeah. Oh, you don't think that's true? Maybe you should look it up. The truth is this. They are sacrificing you and me and everybody else for their system. Is it not freaking obvious yet, people? No, you see, because Greg has TDS. Not a single world leader objects. And why would they? They are either installed or selected by the machine, or just as bad, complicit in the illusion. No politician dares demand rate hikes or an end to the central banks. Instead, we hear demands for lower rates and a weaker dollar. Go ahead, make it up. Go ahead, make it up. Because the entire global new world order is about keeping the parasite alive. But Greg, that guy Greg, let's not watch him anymore because Greg has TDS. He never gets anything right except he nailed this one nearly to the day. But Greg doesn't know what he's talking about. Ignore Greg Mannarino. You see all the trolls out here? I am being swamped with it. That tells me that I am so on top of the target. It's freaking incredible. What about you guys? You think I'm right on all this? What's going on? Jonathan, thank you. They want it, dude. They are. They're destroying us all. They're taking us out from the inside. We're being destroyed. We're being destroyed. There's no other way to put it. And the United States is failing faster than it's ever failed in the history of this nation right now. We're not making America great again. This is control by contradiction. Every lie is going to become extremely real for all of us here. But where are the people? Are they taken to the streets? Are people up in arms that they can't afford to buy the healthy food, and now they have to go for the crap food, which is going to make them sick, which enriches Big Pharma? You think that's not played out? This really is just an accident. There's a comedy of errors here, Greg. You're just not seeing it because you have TDS. All right. What do you think? Joe Potter, they don't seem to care because they're driving us into the ground by design. They're going to make us beg. Does that sound familiar to anybody here? They want us on our knees. Dependency on the system. Again, that's it. Once that happens, and again, how? Expect something. Again, I outlined for you this morning why you should be expecting a false flag event here. Again, it's over. The United States is cornered right now. Absolutely cornered. It wouldn't matter who was sitting behind the Resolute desk. It wouldn't matter. This is where we are because it's not presidents, kings, queens, dictators, or monarchs who run the world. It's run by the puppeteers. And you know something? You know who the puppeteers are because I outlined it right here. I've done papers. I don't know what else I can do. Is there anything else that this guy can do? Honestly, yeah, you can listen to Lava. Look, see Lava here? Lava's here. Way smarter than Greg Mannarino. She knows exactly what's going on. Go listen to Lava. You don't like me? That's fine. Listen to Lava. Anyway, guys, man, I don't even know. This is everything that we've said. Go back as far as you want to go. It's happening now. It's getting worse. No, it's getting better, Greg, because you have TDS. You're not giving Trump enough time here, really. There's not one policy right now to return purchasing power to the currency. What we're seeing here is the fallout from trickle-down economics. It doesn't work. Yes, sure, we got the richest man in the world right now running the United States. Literally, Elon Musk, the richest men on this earth. Do you really believe in your heart that these men know what it's like to be you, what it's like to not be able to afford food? Do you really believe that? You think they know what it's like in any way, shape, or form to be you? No, they don't know it. They don't know what it's like. And they understand that the system is being taken apart, and they're trying to benefit from it. $400 million gifts from Qatar. Trump and his sons building a crypto dynasty. Where's all their money coming from? The Middle East. You don't believe me? Do your own research. 5 minutes of research. Find out who's investing in President Trump and his son's crypto empire. And now you'll know why he just got a $400 million jet here from Qatar. But the truth will elude you until you lock in and you finally say, I've had freaking enough. It's incredible, guys. It really, really is. The war is not about the dollars. You're 100%. They want our soul. They want our spirit. Well, maybe we should reconnect with the source like I've been telling you. But let me tell you something, how they're going to get you on your knees, since you seem to know everything here, everybody here, is by sucking your soul out, by making you dependent on their system, by a state of learned helplessness. That's what they're going to do. So what are you going to do? You're going to go sit and pray. You're going to go perform your rituals and drink blood and eat flesh and all that stuff, and that's going to change it all for you? No, it isn't. I got a real big wake-up call for you, because God helps those who help themselves. God hates a coward. You want to know the one thing that God hates? It's a freaking coward. That's what he hates. He wants you to take action. That's what he wants you to do. And that doesn't mean by performing some little ritual or something like that. It means taking action. Does it sound about right to you at all, or no? You can't make this stuff up. It's impossible to do. It's so sick. Oh, guys, anyway, man, it's just too twisted. Greg has gone off the deep end. Yeah, you're right. Because I'm frankly sick of this. I can't stand seeing people suffer like this. People who can't afford now to consume good food, now they got to consume the rot food that's going to destroy their health and enrich big pharma. Don't you see how this falls out? Do you not believe that they know that the more pressure that they put people on underneath here, the harder they make people work for things here? They have to make choices here. Imagine not being able to feed your infant child or your young child here good food because you can't afford it. Now you're going to start pouring junk into their body, and they're going to grow up sicker, diabetic, hypertensive, you name it. Sound about right to you? Yeah, of course it does. You know why? Because it's true. There's nobody here. There's not a world leader today doing the right thing. The right thing is to return purchasing power to the currency. Instead, we're getting the polar opposite. When you hear, the next time you hear President Trump or any world leader say, we need lower rates and I demand it, we need a weaker dollar and I demand it, you get on the phone and you start calling everyone you could dream about and say, we have a traitor here. I already told you this, 7 seconds. That's right, Jonathan. We have a traitor in the White House. I told you guys before I even knew who was going to be president. I said, whoever they selected, Trump or Kamala, we would know who the traitor was. We know who the traitor is now. We know it. Oh, but Greg, you got TDS. Tell me where I got this wrong. Okay, because let me tell you something. The bots are going to be out here in force. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. You can't make it up. You can't make any of this stuff up. It's an impossibility. So, guys, listen. This is playing out right now. I almost called it to the day. This is a week old. Read this. It's in your inbox right now. These are the dates right here that I said things would start to happen. Okay. Let's see where we go with this. Let me tell you something about this failed bond auction. If the Fed doesn't jump in here, and they may, okay, keep your eyes on the bond market and you're going to know pretty much where everything goes. I almost have no doubt. I'm surprised this happened. I'll be honest with you. I'm surprised the Fed already hasn't taken action. I really do expect the Fed to jump in here and start buying more debt. And of course, that means devalue the currency, of course. You know that, right? Do you realize what's happening here yet? Or have you guys and girls yet to figure it out? Oh, my hair's drying. I let it dry natural. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Is it going the right way, the wrong way? I don't know. Frankly, I don't care, man. Don't care at all. Jonathan, I got your back too. I got everybody's back. I'm working so hard to get this stuff out there. E.g., lava. Come on, guys, man. Let's band together, guys and girls. We really need to do that. And we're taking the right action. What are we doing here? If, in fact, our illustrious president, Scott Bessent, all these freaking people over here, okay, and the deal that never happened, lick nut. Okay, I have a deal. Never happened. It was just a ploy to prop up the stock market. They don't have our best interest in mind. Aces up silver. Thank you. No, your aces. I am just a guy with a big mouth. Really, that's all I am. Honestly, I'm not afraid to talk about these things. We never should be afraid to speak the truth. The truth is what's going to set us all free, Jonathan. Thank you. Yeah. Look, man, we understand that the price action of silver is manipulated via the derivative. It's all the commodities priced in dollars. The way that the COMEX works is completely insane. But this is all going to get extremely real. We're really in Babylon, people, and we're witnessing the fall of Babylon. Do you remember what happened to the king? I can't even say his name. What's his name? Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon. I never could say his name correctly. You remember what happened to him? Well, this guy who put himself above God ended up being cast out and ate grass in the field like an ox. That's what happens when people put themselves before the Almighty. Okay, a king worshipped as a god. That's what happened to him. Whatever his name is, Nebuchadnezzar. I can never say it correct. I don't know, man. I'm bad with that. But the king of Babylon, that's what happened to him. And you know what happened to Babylon, right? And we are in Babylon right now. That's it. I can't say the name. How do you even say this name? I have no idea. Nebuchadnezzar, blah blah blah. Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm talking about? You guys remember this? You guys know the book I'm talking about, don't you? It's not their book. It's the book that I may not be able to pronounce names like that one. I don't think many people can, but I know it. I know the book. Yeah, I listened to the book. Nebuchadnezzar, something like that. Nebuchadnezzar, yeah, something along like that. But this is it, man. This is Babylon, and you're witnessing. But look what happened to that guy. Ate grass. I mean, I'm quoting here. Am I right? Am I getting this wrong? Ate grass out in the field like an ox. A man who was once draped in gold and revered and worshipped as a god. That's what happened to him. And we have lots of those kind of people here today. Lots of Babylon kings today. And you see all of them out there? I don't care how rich they are. When they see people out here starving who can't feed their own families, they got to take the crap food now. When they stand before God and they say, and God asks them, what did you do with what I gave you? Yeah, we're going to find out. They're all going to find out, because let me tell you something here. Do me a favor, we should be on my mouth and the family have been involved in it. Absolutely. That's 100% true what you just said, Russell. 100% true. So anyway, what was I saying here? Okay, let's talk a little scripture here. You ready? Every tongue will confess. It's not even optional. It's not optional. Every tongue, no matter where you are, no matter how rich you are, from the Elon Musk down to the beggar on the street, and they're going to answer for what they're doing to us all. You know it's true. You know it's true. All of you do. It's crazy. Yes, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. Every, not some, every. All right, guys, listen. I think it's time for us to get out of here. I love you guys. I mean that. Yeah, isn't it great? I can't say the name. You guys could try to tell me to say it correctly. I'll never get it right. Anyway, it's just absolutely nuts. Nuts. All right. Before we get out of here, anything you guys want to talk about before we get out of here, or we're kind of good? Because I really do want to hear from you guys. Watch this market. Madison, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I never comb my hair. I never do. Do you know the last time a comb hit my hair? Probably I don't know. When I used to have my hair short, I never combed it. I used to take some gel and just kind of gel it up. I never comb my hair. I don't believe in combing my hair. No, when I was a kid, the last time I combed my hair was probably 1987. I don't comb it. Oh man, I tell you, it's whatever look this is. It's not done. I don't even care. It's just hair, man. You know, it is what it is. Um, so what do you guys want to do? You guys want to talk about anything else before we get out of here? I broke this all down for you again. It's on my website. I told you yesterday. Go to my website right now. Buy puts on the stock market. I said that yesterday for today. You think I nailed that one to the wall? It's not too hard to do this stuff, people. It really isn't. You can see I'm on planning on doing it again. I'm going to do another breakdown today. I'll probably have it at around 7 o'clock, 7:30. So if you're interested in seeing that, subscribe to my newsletter. I'm going to send it out there. Eurozone, great question. Let's talk about the Eurozone. We're all in the same boat. We're all in the same boat, people. We're all run by the same rulers. It's the same puppeteers. Guys, listen to me. I wrote a paper on this just yesterday, day before. I did a video on it. I told you who they were. Very dangerous knowledge. You're not allowed to know what's happening here. Again, these are the puppeteers. They're the ones that run it all. It's the truth, Jonathan. I don't know if that's going to happen right now, bro, but we could very close. Again, this failed bond auction here, this is a tell of what you and I here have been saying forever was going to happen, is eventually going to happen. A meltdown in the debt market that's going to spin people's heads around like the freaking exorcist. People are not going to know what hit them. They're not going to know what hit them. All right, look, I think we're going to get out of here, guys. Love you from the heart with all I got. I mean that. Please share this stuff, get it out there, comment. Be very careful for the scammers, of course. Justin, thank you. Wow, I appreciate that too. All you guys and girls. Just be careful out there. And look, man, we got this. We always do. We got each other's back. We always do. And if you haven't subscribed to Lava, please do that. She's absolutely amazing across the board. I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm going to let you go. I want you to ponder what we've spoken about. Tell me where I got this right. Tell me where I got this wrong. I really do want to hear from you, all right? See you in the morning.